Hello.
Hello.
And welcome to Neil and Jan Whip Resellers. If this is your first time here, we hope you enjoy it. And if you do enjoy it, please consider subscribing.
And if it is your first time here, we're Neil and Jan.
Yep.
And we are a married couple. I know I look like his mum, but I'm not. I'm his wife. And we buy at boot sales or buy things cheap to resell on eBay. Neil does it as his main income. I do it as a hobby more than anything else because I don't have the time or the energy to devote. Sorry, the dog just came out. Also, if you're new here, we have 3 dogs.
We have 3 dogs.
So one or 2 or 3 of them may appear behind us during this video. They do tend to.
Also, we've been doing this about the channel about a year now. But we don't know everything about everything. So if you know something about some of the items that we're bringing up, we always love to have comments.
Yeah, we still very much consider ourselves learners.
Yeah.
But we love it. We just enjoy it so much. We've been boot sailing since we ever became resellers.
Yeah.
And although I was going to say that I've been buying and selling off eBay for 20 odd years now.
Yeah.
But not on this sort of scale. It would just be.
So this morning we've actually been to one of our favourite boot sales,
which happens to be our newest.
Which happens to be a newest one, which is Faygate, and so yeah, so we've got some items here, and let's go through.
What road is the road out? Is it
I
the
don't,
264 that?
I don't know the name of the road.
They changed the number on the road, and I can never remember what number it is now. I think it is the A264. If you're looking for Faygate boot sale, but it's the Crawley to Horsham road. If you're looking for it,
absolutely. And it's a Saturday morning. We normally get there about 7:30.
About 7:30. They don't actually open to buyers until 8 o'clock, so there's tends to be quite a big queue to get in because buyers will get there hoping that they're going to be let in early. Sellers, it's open from I think 7 o'clock. Sorry, we're being distracted by dogs here. Opens to sellers about 7 o'clock. If you want to sell it there at Faygate, you can hire a table, you can hire a clothing rail. And you know they go over and above, I think, at Faygate there, and they don't pay us to say that. But
no, we
hi Billy, if you're watching.
Yeah, hi Billy and team. Love your work. Anyway, let's have a look. Let's see what we got now. Who's got most? You think you have today?
Well, I have actually. Normally Neil way outdoes me, but today I've just got a bumper crop. My very first one today. I just picked it up because it appealed to me. It's so sweet. And it's an elephant money box. I've never picked up a money box before. I used to collect them myself, but they all got smashed or... But that was just such a nice, unusual
really
one.
Nice
Unfortunately, when I got it home, I noticed there's 2 places where there's little chips on the paperwork. Right. But I think I might just get some acrylic paint and see if I can touch that up. And as long as you declare everything and say in the listing that you know you have done what you've done. I think we're going to have to stop these dogs. They are charging right down the end of the garden and back in as fast as possible.
That's a really good game.
Yeah, but I've got China on the table and they're just going to come flying.
They are flying backwards and forwards.
We've got the 2 dogs that I call them the puppies. One is a 9-year-old German Shorthair Pointer and the other is a 1-year-old Labrador, so you can imagine. And then we've got a 13-year-old Greek Shepherd behaving himself beautifully under... Oh, she's laying down now.
Just close the door.
Okay. Sorry about that. We usually say we'll edit that bit out, but...
Yeah, I might not, who knows.
But no, leave it in, it's real life, and we like real life, don't we?
So they're going to have a little play in the garden. They'll probably bark to come back in a minute, but we'll see. Anyway, so, right, so what
anyway, I paid, hang on, what did I pay for the money box? I paid,
oh, by the way, and have a drink or something, or have a sit down and watch and... Or do the washing up.
That every week.
I do.
I trust that you're grown up enough to decide for yourself if you want to come.
Let's put it another way. I'm going to have a drink. Feel free to have whatever you want.
Cheers.
Cheers. It's just the way it is.
Yeah, I paid £2 for the money box. But unfortunately, I was having a look just a second ago, and the bung at the bottom is slightly split. But you can buy them, the bungs, separately on Amazon. But you have to get about 20 at a time. But if I'm going to start picking up money boxes, it might be worth me
Very cute.
picking up a load of spare bungs, because often they come without a bung at all. So
Right, well, I'm gonna go to my one of my items. So I pick up Boppets. One of the people. This is a Boppety thing. This is actually
the official name, a Boppety
thing. No, this is actually
it's actually a Boppet.
the brand
Tetris.
is Boppet, and it's the Tetris one. There are all different shaped ones. Didn't know anything about these. And who was it? Who do you remember? Who? Glenn, was it?
Glenn.
I think it was Glenn. Glenn, one of our watchers, we met up with him at a boot sale, and he picked up a Boppet, and he said you can pick them up for about £1, and they sell for about 20. Well, this one's, I actually paid £3 for this one, and it sells for about £15. And it's designed to be kind of like hand-eye coordination, helping your brain. It's a game. But let's see if I can turn it on.
And if you're watching Glenn and Tony, hi. You know,
Yes,
we were
hi.
bumping into you all the time last year and haven't seen you at all this year.
So this does, you're supposed to, it has different lights, and then you're supposed to change the, you're supposed to change where it drops down into. And it's kind of hand-eye coordination type thing. But anyway, so it's a little toy thing. But they can be a bit of fun, and I pick up anything that's in the Boppet range that if they're at a cheap price, that they tend to sell well. So that was one of my first items.
Do you know the name of the stationery guy at the boot sale?
No.
I'm so sorry if you're watching. We always refer to you as stationery guy.
Which is what
we buy bits from
it's
the
what he sells.
stationery guy.
Yeah.
And I bought a pen like this last week. It's a 4-colour pen, and it was 50p, and I was kicking myself because there weren't that many there. And I thought I should have just bought them, so I've got spares. Well, he was there today. There were only 5 left. 50p each, so I thought they were £2.50, but when I went to pay, he said no, it's 5 for £2. So I got all of them for £2, but he did say he won't be getting any more of these, so
right.
I'm really glad
That you got them.
that I got them, so I've got spares, because I hate it when I really like something and then it runs out, breaks, wears out, whatever. So I've got spares, and if I see you using one, I will know where you got it.
Yes, you will.
Anyway, so I've got some pens from the stationery guy who will remain nameless. If you are watching, pop your name below and then we'll say hi using your name next time.
Yes. I was planning on buying things that would only go in a poly mailer. A poly mailer is a plastic bag that has a self-sealing strip.
That goes in the mail.
That goes in the mail, and it's just easy to post things instead of having big, bulky kind of things. I was trying to state it smaller things, and then I saw this nice pair of rollerblades, and they obviously
are fabulous.
They are a nice pair of rollerblades. Paid £5 for them. I don't know that they're... Well, I had a look up. I think they'll probably go for about 20 to 30 quid. I paid £5.
But they look to be in such good
condition,
don't they?
They look really nice, and they look really substantially kind of nice rollerblades.
What is the brand? Can you read it?
It's Laser Blaze. Laser Blaze. They do make ice skates as well. There is wear on them. There's a bit of wear, but they are in good condition, good reselling condition. So I picked them up for £5, and I say they should sell for about 25 to 30 quid, I think. Let me just let the dogs in. On to your next one, Joe.
Knocking on the door to come in. If I see mug trees, I always pick them up. They tend to resell very well. This is a Next. set, and this is slightly smaller mugs than normal, but there's 6 of them, but all lovely condition. The stand that they're in is the silverish, what do you call
Chrome.
that?
It's chrome.
It's wearing off a little bit round the top,
Chrome
but
plated.
the mugs themselves aren't chipped or whatever.
Yeah.
Last time this sold on eBay for somebody else, not
Yeah.
me, but this particular patterned one sold for $16.99, either $15.99 or $16.99, plus £10 postage.
Right.
So
That's
they
a
will
lot of
sell
money.
at a good
That's a lot of
price.
money for postage, really, isn't it? I think that's over a bit stacked for.
Well, I don't know, because they do take a lot of wrapping to get them there safely.
Fair enough.
But anyway, that's £2 I paid for those. Normally I get a stack of mugs of 4 for about £1, but I'm pleased with those. That should come in at a profit.
Brilliant. Well, my next pickup, something I used to pick up quite a lot of. I haven't picked up so much recently. This is a TomTom sat nav. With the box, obviously. In the box, that's always nice.
And a huge screen on it.
It is.
No, I'm looking at at something else there. No, that's just a normal size screen.
Yeah. This is the it's an XL model. I paid £5 for this, but this one is currently selling at about £25 for used. And the fact that it has the box, it also has the just here you can see that's actually the number for registering it, I believe, so that you can get the updates on it. Yeah, so that's a little TomTom. So that £5 into 25. Pretty happy with that.
Yeah.
So okay.
And I picked up, as usual, a little teapot. This one is a Price and Kensington.
Can I tell
Now,
you? Yeah, go on.
Price and Kensington are now part of the Rayware group, and sometimes you see the Price and Kensington stamped onto the bottom like that, or sometimes it's kind of embossed into it's embossed. It's when it comes out.
I think embossed is going in.
Yeah, so
protruding. Protruding?
It is protruding, but I don't think that's the word that I'm looking for. But anyway, normally it's in clay kind of thing, but it's kind of stamped into the clay rather. But I can't find any like this either with the fluting round it from Price and Kensington or even Rayware on eBay, on Google, or even on Price and Kensington websites. So I've got it's got the web address on the bottom, so it's not that.
So you
odd.
might be able to call it rare.
I think I could easily call it rare. It looks quite clean. It's got, I don't know if you can see inside by the spout. It's kind of closed over with holes for the tea to go through, but that means that you can't get a bottle brush down the spout to give it a good clean.
Right.
But this one doesn't really. It doesn't look as though it's really been used. It probably holds about 2 cups.
I'll be out with the jet wash then.
It'll go in my bleach bucket.
Yeah.
And, that'll be fine. But that was £1.50. But like I said, I've got no comps to go on.
Cool. Well, my next one is a camera. This is Panasonic. Comes in a Panasonic case. Nice little Panasonic case. And this is a. There you go. Hang on. I'll show you it first, and I'll tell you what the model is. Well, that's quite nice. Now, I have just charged the battery up, and as you can see, it works. It's a nice working camera, so that's really good. So this is the Panasonic DMC TZ5.
Really nice condition little camera, isn't it?
It is a really nice little camera.
Often you find the ones that come in their dedicated little cases, because people have always kept them in their cases, they do stay looking nice, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, it's just got a ×10 optical zoom. Actually, I didn't do that bit. Oh, I've got to set the camera up for. I've got to set the
Gubbins.
Set the gubbins up first before it'll. There we go. There's the zoom on it. But yeah, it's a really nice little camera. So anyway, so I picked that up for £2, which was really nice, and they sell for about 35. So from 2 to 35, would be really happy with that.
Absolutely.
That'd be nice.
And I'm still picking up bone china mugs, especially if I find them in pairs. And this is a pair of Herbs and Spice by Roy Kirkham, fine bone china, made in England, 1997. So I think they were originally a set of 6. I've seen somebody else selling a set of 6. This one says foxglove violet, celandine, sage, rosemary and thyme.
Excellent.
But the lady she had a load of mugs there and she wanted 50p each for the mugs, so I said, would you do 3 for £1? And so I got this one as well, and all 3 for £1. This is a single one, but it's part of the Leonardo collection. It's in gold writing, so I doubt if you'll be able to read that at all. But it was fairly attractive. Bone china, and I find that mugs do sell well in pairs.
Yeah.
And I think these were, when I looked up comps, I think these are about £16 a pair, was I saying earlier?
Yeah,
I can't remember what I said.
Yeah.
But brain's
really
gone
good
already.
money.
I mean, look at that, it's not even lunchtime, my brain's worn out.
Brain's worn out already.
Used all my thinking for the day already.
Yeah. Right.
So I've only got
one left.
One left.
Right, I've got one left. So let's. Right now, another camera. The box is a bit grubby, but that's not a problem. This is an Olympus. It's an Olympus, and it's is that tough? Tough?
Yeah, it's like, is that a sign for international unit or something? And then tough.
Tough 10. Sorry, U tough
8910.
No, it's not a 9. It's a 0.
There's a kind of fold on the box, and it's really
8010.
All right, okay.
And it's a 14 megapixel.
Yeah.
HD movie camera. But
yeah, sorry, I've got a dog at my feet, and I'm sitting at an awkward angle, and I can't.
Always nice to have the box.
Always worth more if it comes in.
Has a little case.
Is that a little antler case? An antler case is alone are quite.
Are they?
I used to have a leather case like that for my laptop. Well, I still have.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Just I don't keep my laptop in that case anymore. But
right, so this camera is actually 10 meters waterproof.
Nice.
It's got a nice screen on it, and I also had tested it. I've put the camera on, I've put the battery on charge, so it's working. So it's a working camera. Obviously, there's no zoom or anything on this because it is a waterproof camera. But yeah, really happy with that. Picked that up for £5. Now the waterproof bit of it is there's actually a lock on the battery case just there. You've got a lock, and then you open it so that it has a really nice that bit out. Let's open this up. I've already had it open, but there we go. So when it comes to where the memory card is and the battery, you've got this really nice thick seal on that, so that when that closes, you're going to actually have a watertight case, and then you can actually lock it in position as well to keep it done up, so that you're not going to come to any problems. It's just a really nice.
It's very much a wow, isn't it? I've never seen one like that before.
I've not seen one like that. Now looking this.
Can I have a look at the box while you're talking?
Yeah, looking this one up. They currently sell second hand for about £65. I only had a quick look. It might be that they're more, but if I can sell £5 camera for 65,
still got all its instruction book and everything there.
So really happy with that. That was a really good purchase. Obviously it doesn't come with a charger, and let me go and show you what I use. I have one of these universal chargers, which is brilliant if you're picking up cameras. Well, it would be because it's for cameras. But what you have here is little sliders, and there's these little probes just here and here. And what you do is you slide these along to actually fit where the terminals of the battery goes, and then this little slider just holds the battery in place. And that charger, so it means that you don't need the official chargers for the cameras to be able to charge the batteries, which is really kind of handy. So I actually own two of these, so I can charge two batteries at once for when I pick up a load of cameras.
Sure.
Well, I bought one.
Yeah, no, it makes sense to have.
I actually bought one for £15 from eBay, and found one at a boot sale, which I picked up for £1. So
nice.
So it was. It's like, well, that's going to be part of my toolkit for checking stuff out. But anyway, so if you are picking up cameras, really worth picking up one of these universal chargers. Saves me so much time, and you can have cameras laying around that you don't know whether they work or not. What do you do? And you're kind of waiting. Oh, I'm going to find a charger or buy a charger. Just have a universal one. You can charge them straight away. Anyway, so done? I'm done. That's me done.
Right. Well, what have you got, I was looking out for a wicker basket.
A wicker basket.
One like this. I was looking I've been looking for a couple of weeks, so that I've got a spare one, so we can have one in each car. Because I put these on my walker, and then it's really easy just to pop things in, and then if I need to sit down, I can whip it onto the floor.
Yeah.
They're just useful. So I was looking for a new wicker basket. Now these are about £25 new, but I've seen them second hand on eBay for £20 plus £5 post and packing.
Right.
But I'd bought my other one for around about £5. Well, not around about. I paid £5 for the other one, so I thought, right, my limit is £5.
Yep.
And then I found this one, which was under a table with a load of china in it. And when I came across it, there was a lady crouching down, holding up some of the china, calling out to the lady who was selling, saying, excuse me, how much are these? And the lady selling was way down the other end, didn't hear her at all. Yeah. And by the time she turned round and said £5 for all the china and the basket, the lady who was interested had put them down and gone. Right. But I wanted the basket, so I said, okay. I turned around to see if I could see her, because I was going to say, well, you can have the china, I only want the basket. Yeah. But she'd already gone, so get the basket and the china. I'm on the walkie-talkie. Neil, bring the trolley.
Bring the trolley.
It's heavy. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff here. Yeah. And then when I get home, I have a look at it, and I'm thinking, oh, I'll stick it all on Marketplace or something. Yeah. And then I thought, well, I wonder if it is worth anything. And it's Summer Chintz by Johnson Brothers.
Shall I put that close so you can...
Slightly fluted pattern, yes, if you want to. Yeah, your arms are longer than
my
mine.
arms just a little bit longer so you can see. Anyway, yeah.
So I'm thinking, you know, I'm not really interested in whole china tea sets, but looking on eBay now, once I knew what it was, milk jug and sugar bowl just sold for £15.
Wow, £15 for those two. Okay.
I've got 5 bowls. One of them, the only thing that's got a chip is one of the bowls, but 4 bowls sold for about £15, I think.
Right. Okay. This is getting better and better.
6 cups.
6 cups.
I've got 5 saucers. I've got 6. What have I got? 6. What have I got here? I can't reach across to pick it up.
Tea plates?
6 tea plates. Or is it 7? 2, 4, 6. 7 tea plates. And 4 salad plates. But altogether, I've got about 70 quid's worth of china.
Wow.
Bonus.
You didn't even want it. You just wanted the basket. You were going to give that away.
No, this was all free. I bought the basket, and this just came as a side of. I mean, they do have that feeling of being stuck in. No, little bit.
Oh, they need a wash.
Little bit icky, sticky. Somebody's either had some greasy cupboards or had it on a dresser or something. But yeah, so looks like I'm in the.
Yeah, in luck with that one.
And I think it's all vintage. I've got no idea what year it's from, but...
Does it say microwavable? But even that's vintage these days.
Well, my mum bought her microwave when I was 16. And that was... nearly 50 years ago. A long time.
So
microwaves have been out for a long time.
So
I mean, they weren't in the shops
is
when
vintage.
They weren't in the shops when Mum bought hers. We had to go to a microwave demonstration in a local pub where she was able to buy it. But the sugar and milk jug have still got barcodes stuck on the bottom. So yeah.
Blimey.
Bonus. So this morning was a very good morning for me. Well,
yeah.
And
I've added mine up. I spent £20. I haven't had a very good week on eBay. Only ended up with £40 for buying stuff this weekend. So the idea was to spend 20 today and 20 tomorrow. So we've still got money for tomorrow's boot sale. But on the £20 I spent, if they sold for the amounts that I looked up, and the amounts that I've looked these up for are what they have sold for on eBay within the last 90 days. So that would all add up to £165 if I could get those kind of money, which I'll possibly take offers on or something, but we'll see. I'll do a slightly better research. I might put some of those cameras might go slightly higher priced. That waterproof camera actually looks like, I think that should be more about £80.
I would think.
But I'll have a look.
Yeah.
I'll have a good look. But on the prices I quickly looked up within the 10 minutes before doing the film, worked at about £165 from £20 profit.
And I sold nothing. I haven't listed anything for 2 or 3 weeks now because I just haven't had time to
list, yeah,
and things like that. So, and as you know, well, if you're eBayers, you'll know if you don't put activity on your account, then eBay doesn't show your stuff to anybody. So
no, it's very hard. You've got to keep
I know
feeding
that
the
if I start
algorithms.
listing, then I'm going to have a little flurry of sales because that's the way it works. But today I spent £13.50 on an eventual possible return of maybe 120.
Nice.
My stuff seems to be, I tend to make 10 times what I spent on it when I do eventually get round to selling it.
Yeah. So that's really good. So
it just goes to show, if you're thinking about getting into doing this, you don't need to go out and spend £500 at a boot sale. You just need to be selective.
You need to go out and
picking.
buy some select things, sell them for the profit, and then reinvest that profit. If you put £10 aside and started with £10 or even a fiver, but go out and buy just a couple of little bits, put them on eBay for that profit, and then reinvest that money.
But I think the difference between us now and doing this last year is now we're better at picking the right stuff.
Yeah.
You know, but a lot of that has been thanks to other eBay resellers who do videos, because, you know, I wouldn't have known about stacking mugs if I hadn't seen other people buy them and sell them successfully.
I wouldn't have known, without Glenn, I wouldn't have known about the Boppets. I mean, it's a kid's toy.
So
why would I know about it?
I'm just saying that, you know, if you're thinking about starting, just watch every video that you can come across, because it's amazing the knowledge that you will pick up.
Yeah, you can pick up a lot.
And then go through eBay, look at what's selling, look at what it's sold for, and then see what you can pick it up for.
Yeah.
And buy stuff you like. I mean, you know, there's no point me sending Neil out to buy tea sets because, well...
I wouldn't have...
Do you remember the Christmas mugs a few weeks ago?
Leave my Christmas mugs. At least I sold, but I listened to you at what you were doing with your Disney, and I sold the
You sold a Disney one.
I sold a Disney mug. So you do pick up stuff, even with, you know, I'm learning stuff as I'm sat next to Jan on what she's picking up. Jan really doesn't really care about the stuff I pick up because she's not interested in it. She's got her stuff.
No, as far as cameras are concerned, I used to sell those cameras when they were brand new, so I don't really need to know. No. Well, not the digital ones. I'm too old for selling those. But, you know, the film cameras that Neil's buying, I used to be part of the management team in duty free at Gatwick. And so, you know, we sold all those sort of things. So I knew Olympus Mew when it first hit the market.
But you don't pick up that kind of stuff. You tend to come with...
I do if I see it at the right price. Yeah. And then very often I'll hand it over to you. I mean, I've handed you a camera before now that I paid 50p for.
Yeah, absolutely.
That probably would have cost £200 brand new.
So, and we kind of, you know, if I see stuff that I think is more for Jan, I call Jan over or take a photo of it and run over. And
if you're as a couple, then I highly recommend, unless you're going to go out attached to each other's hips, I highly recommend walkie-talkies.
Yeah.
That's got both out of tight spots, hasn't it? You know, normally because I can't carry or because I'm not feeling well, then I'm, you know, Neil, can you come and help me? Or he's run out of money.
Normally it's I've run out of money. But the main, a really good thing is like, is if
one or the other of us got something that the other one might want,
or that you know about. So, for example, when I came across the brand that was a bit like the Ladro the other week.
Michael Requinas.
Yeah, I came across that before Jan. So I got on the walkie-talkie and was speaking to Jan about that.
And likewise, earlier in the year, I came across a mixer deck for, was it 20 or 25 pounds?
£25.
Yeah, but I came across that. Neil at the time wasn't using his phone for comps in the field, so I had a look at it, went a few cars up, sat down, looked it up, saw what it was worth, got on the walkie-talkie, you need to come and buy this.
Yeah. And that actually, I've recently took that and some games consoles in. The mixer deck that I got for 25 sold for 150 to CEX in town.
So it would have probably sold for a lot more had you put it on eBay and waited for the right sale.
Yes, but I would have had to have tested it and made sure it was all perfectly right, wherefore the shop actually did that. And I actually took that in and some games consoles and got a new iPhone 11 Plus Max, which I'm now using for the photos for the eBaying. But I basically took in a whole load of things to CEX and was able to swap that for a really nice phone.
And this is the way we've always done things. I used to buy diamond rings on eBay. And before now, I've needed a new car. So, Neil, take those down the pawn shop and just sell them to the pawn shop. Don't pawn them, just sell them all. And you've come back with enough money for me to go out and buy a Ford Galaxy, haven't you?
Yeah, absolutely. So that was really good. But anyway, so if you don't resell, and you could do with earning some extra money, or just having a hobby that pays for itself.
Well, this is, I describe myself these days as a hobby reseller.
Yeah, a hobby reseller that pays for itself.
doing enough or selling enough at the moment.
Yeah.
To call it anything else, but it at least covers its cost at the moment. You know, I'm not I'm not using my money to buy stuff.
Yeah. Anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed that, and
yeah, please do like and subscribe and comment. Comments always help.
So,
as long as it's a nice comment. We did have a troll that used to leave some nasty comments,
yes,
but we just laughed
about
those.
We kind of laughed about that, and we've actually banned him now. But also, if you do see anything that we have here, have a look down in the description down below. We do actually have our eBay shops on there, and if there's anything that you see, it might not be up there straight away because it takes...
if you want any of my stuff, you better message me. It might not end up on eBay for 6 months yet.
But if there is anything that you've seen that you would actually like,
then get in contact.
Then get in contact with us. Message us on the on YouTube, and we'll get in contact with you, and
or can they message us via Facebook? We've got Neil and
there is Neil and Jan Resellers on Facebook, so you can message us on that as well. Yeah, you can hop on there
and drop a like on that one as well.
So yeah. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it, and don't forget we'll have a film for tomorrow's as well.
We're at Shoreham Flyover tomorrow.
Yep.
If you're down there and you see us, I wear the purple hat, he wears the yellow one.
Yellow hat.
Do come and say hi.
And then we might...
we'll look at you as if, do we know you?
Do we know you? We had someone today.
That's the problem with me. When people say hi, I kind of look and I think, have I met you before? Because if I have, then I should know your name. And if I haven't, then... just come up and say, hi, Jan, it's whoever you are.
And we watch you on YouTube.
A lot of people do say
yeah, no, they
anyway,
did. The guy this morning did. I've forgotten your name at the moment, but
But you'll be on the film.
You'll be on the film, and we'll know you from there. And we might go to Pointings tomorrow as well if we've got any money left and the time's
Well,
left.
if we've got enough time, that's the thing. It's if we get to Shoreham early enough that we can do Shoreham and then get to... because Pointings is on our way home from Shoreham.
Yeah.
But Pointings packs up much too early for my liking.
Too prompt.
By 11 o'clock they're starting to pack their cars up. So, but I almost always get in there in that dying half hour and get something worth it. Usually it's a piece of Yadro for 2 or 3 quid.
Yeah.
You know, genuine Yadro for 2 or 3 quid.
Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye.
Bye.